Welcome to Billy Review Stuff, where I review stuff. Today I'm looking at the Demon Santas, Krynn and Kraden from 5kToys. Not 5kToys. 5kToys have where they do the anthropomorphic animal characters and stuff like that, which are awesome and I do love. But these have where they are demons and stuff like that, based around Krampus. Thanks to my friend Dirk for letting me know that these were on sale. On sale at 5kToys. For both of these is $49.99, plus that little golden crown you see at the bottom down there. It's a fantastic deal. Right now, Kraden individually is sold out. The Santa monster on the right is sold out, but they still have Krynn in stock for $29.99. But I do not know why you would pass on the price of $49.99 for both of these, because they're import figures, unique sculpts, stuff like that. But I do have my qualms with why these are two figures and not one. But again, thank you, Dirk, for letting me know these were in stock. They had where they went down in price. Check out Dirk Designs on Instagram. Check him out on Facebook. He makes a lot of awesome 3D printed parts for Mythic Legions right now. I love all his frog stuff and everything. But I'm going to open these up and move along. Now, what's going on with me right now? We are in the south right now, and it is kind of freezing. We're having like 7 to 8 inches of snow, which we're not used to. And old Billy Beige had to deal with frozen faucets. I had faucets when I got off work because I actually got stuck at work because my job involves me having to man posts and things like that. I was there for an extended amount of time this week, 28 hours, one shift, and then another shift had where I had to pop in today for 9 hours. But, you know, I'd rather have a job than not, and thankfully I have a job and not. Now, with those faucets, that was a load of fun. All the snow's done. It's melted away down here, and my faucet decided to bust at the 90. Had to go run Home Depot. Had a lovely, when I say lovely, I mean sarcastic, lovely time at Home Depot. Came home, fixed that faucet, got it glued together, turned my water back on, and then I had a second faucet blow in the front. And then, you know, it wasn't something that was hard to fix, but you know, adding one problem to another does make them worse than if it was just, you know, all at once. But I got that fixed. Had where I had an adult drink or so. Let's just say 3 shots and and a Yuling lager. So I am ready to review these figures and, you know, be fair and impartial. Load of fun. But again, these are a wonderful price for both of them for $49.99. Because again, these figures, oh god, I think they were $69 or so, like individually last year in 2023 when they popped up. They came around Christmas there, you know, 2023 going into 2024. And usually, you know, like import figures, man, there is so much tape on this. Import figures have where they do cost a little bit more, especially if it's like a unique scope like this. It's like, hey, you know, it's lower production run. Let's, you know, have a cost. You got to cover the mold, the tooling, the painting, stuff like that. Get out of here. And it, you know, the price is the price. Oof. I am so sorry for the audio, how that sounds with all that scraping and grinding for these heavy boys here. But, god, man, they are heavy. But I'm glad I was able to pick them up. If you had any inkling to get these whatsoever, I would say do not pass them on 5kToys. Again, if you had any inkling, because again, this is an amazing price for any import figures that have where they don't fall apart, have where they're actually good quality. Because again, just feeling these right now, these are good quality figures. They have where they feel pretty solid, pretty sturdy. Just messing with the joints on the feet right now, just getting them to stand so I can move them around. I'm gonna say these were easily worth $49.99 for the both of them. But I digress. It's got some accessories, things like that, stuff falling around. Ooh, got another horn there. Another. Oof. Great piece there. Axe stuff. Oh, there we go. We can get rid of this. What we got over here? Oh, more hands. Oh, that awesome trap jaw there. I think a sock just landed on the floor. Load of fun. Instead of an axe, he has a knife. All right. I'm going to sort through this, cut away, and get back to the review. So Krynn and Kraden out of the box. I had where I put Kraden's bear trap hand on there, which is really cool. I'm super stoked that it's articulated. It looks really neat, and it has where it's really solid with its joints. With Kraden, I hope I'm not getting these names confused. Kraden, I got his little false beard over the top jaw there, so he looks really good. I like the beard there. It really is reminiscent of was it McFarlane's Santa Claus that had the gas mask and the claws there, but this one only has one. But like, I really like that. I like the way it looks. Uh, First thing out of the package, fiddling with them. All the joints are tight. All the paint is really well done. It's not tacky. It's all very tactile friendly. It feels good. Again, these figures did come out in 2023, going to 2024, and on sale now from 24 into 25. But both these figures for $50. I mean, regardless of like what I pull out from just this review, I think if you have any interest in these figures, go ahead and get them before they sell out. I'll go ahead and say it now, because Kraden they're Krampus 1 and Krampus 2. Krampus 1 with the Krampus claw has where he's sold out on 5K, but he was that again $29.99 for each one of these. It's worth it just to pick them both up, just so you can make the ultimate Krampus, and I'll get that in the end here. But let's go over their accessories, and then we'll go over articulation. All right, so everything out of the box here. Now, if you buy both Kraden and Krynn, you get this neat crown here that has where it fits into their head with the pegs to go into their horn holes, just like the Santa hats do. The Santa hats have the same kind of horn holes there, and it pops in, and it's a good looking piece. It has where it's odd, kind of like weird looking. It's got a little patina in there around it, and just that's a I wouldn't expect that on top of a Krampus crown, but pops in those horn holes, and it looks pretty dope there. That's the shared one. It only comes if you buy two, or I mean buy both of these. Now, what they do have, which is exactly the same, is this thing of ornaments. The string ornaments has where it's exactly the same. It's got the yellow, the blue, the purple, the stars, things like that, and the yellow string. Exactly the same. Next, that is the same but different, is the candy canes. With Kraden, you get red candy canes. Ooh, ah, wonderful. Krynn, you get blue candy canes. Ooh, blue raspberry. You get busted present boxes with both of them. Same mold, different colors. Orange with yellow bow, red with blue bow, blue with purple bow, turquoise with yellow bow. They both have a ominously stiff sock. Green, purple. Wonderful. Then we start to get a little different with the hands. They are the exact same mold, but they are in different skin tones. But you don't have to be like, oh, this one has this gesturing hand. No. Same gesturing hand. Same gesturing hand. Same gesturing hand. And for both of them, even though they are different colors, they both have where they have a gloss clear coat on the nails, and it adds to how they look. I mean, like, it's a very well sculpted hand. It looks really neat. I think they did a good job on these figures with the sculpt for sure, and I do think they did an excellent job with the paint job, because, like, again, to compare it to my own nail, it's shinier, but then it has that grit around the edge, that just extra bit of wash that kind of adds to it. And if I had to say I had to buy this figure by itself, either one, for $29.99, the paint work is already worth it. It's already plus. Now, actual unique pieces. Kraden comes with the more, I guess you'd say, demonic horns, because they have where they're segmented like that. Neat. Again, good paint job there. Krynn comes with antlers, which are also really well done. Again, with the wash on there. Nice. I don't think anything Wait, is there a designate focus? Focus. No, there's not like a left and right designator on there, but I mean, like, they don't look too different. If you had to, decide, you can decide. Next unique thing has where for Krynn, he comes with a chain, so he can attach this to his bear trap for throwing, grasping, stuff like that, laying out even. But like it's a fair length there. That's a good bit right there, and it's a good chain. Another unique thing since he came with the chain, his thing is this horrifying open maw, and I'll show this in a second to have where it's actually attached in there. But this is a unique piece to him. It's well done. It has that clear coat on there that really brings out that gloss, and you can just see that horrifying rows of teeth. I like that. I like that. Ooh, the gum line too. God, yeah. Ooh, distended lip too. Ooh, yeah. Really, really good job there. And then the last unique thing for each one is a weapon. Kraden comes with an axe, really reminiscent of Silent Night, Deadly Night, or that Tales from the Crypt story where the psycho Santa from the insane ward is loose. It has there. It's got a little bit of got a little blood on that battered head there. And then for Krynn, he has a butcher knife that does like wow. It even has like the screws in there and a little bit of blood on there. So yeah, that's the accessories. And let's move on to just looking at each figure individually with some of these alternate parts. So first off with Kraden, and this kind of carries over as a Krynn, I do love that the unique hand sculpts, like for the pinching one, it perfectly has where I can just friction fit in a candy cane like he's luring someone in with it, just like, oh, friendly candy cane, that's great. But then also you can have where it has the peculiarly stiff sock, again defying gravity here, like, there's a child here. Yeah, it's fucking creepy. I love it. It's weird. Then with his other alternate hand, the weapon holding hand, you put a axe in there, kind of twisted it around. It does have where it's a little wonky, but then once it gets it really fits perfectly. Like this was meant to hold this handle. That's fantastic. This is great. To change out the hands, they're all on ball joints, and like it feels easy to do it. You got that ball joint right there. It has where it's got the little detent bumps in there. It's wonderful. Take the next one, wiggle it around, and it should just pop in. And so far, like everything seems like I didn't need to heat this up. It's big enough that I can just like manhandle it in there, and like it's on there. That's good. I do love that. The next unique thing about Kraden here is that head sculpt. That head sculpt. This is that iconic Santa head, and again, a lot of this figure is reminiscent, at least for me, of the McFarlane Santa Claus, because again, he has the claws there, and he has where he's like this semi-covered Santa face. It may not be a gas mask, but it's still neat. You can pop his hat off. It has the holes in it has the plugs to go in the back of his head there. You could also take and pop in the horns. Seems pretty easy peasy. Pop in there, a little twist, a little push, stuff like that, and it'll go in. And then old Kraden, twist and push. Come on, you're in there. Yeah, that wasn't that bad at all. Yeah, now he has terrifying antlers. So that's good. They seem to be the exact same mold. So there's not like L on this one, R on this one. It has where it's the same antler doubled up, and has where it's, symmetrical enough to be like, hey, it can go either way. The next thing, because again, this is the I feel like the creepier head there. This part pops off. It's hard to kind of wedge this in there because it has that like key shape that goes in here, and then you reveal those shared those shared teeth, because this, like, from here up is the same head sculpt as Krynn. But then below down here, we have, if we can get it out, we have this gigantic beard, which is wonderful. And you can see that horrifying chest sculpt there. But then he has that key in there to attach this horrifying distended mouth sculpt, which is pointy as I touch it, and it just kind of squeezes in there. And then you have this distended jaw, which, I mean, let's be real. This jaw is open like this because he wants to consume something that is far larger than his normal mouth, and it's probably naughty, and you get the drift. It looks great. I love the clear coat on the teeth, and then the open mouth parts. It just looks, it looks so good, but so evil. This is fantastic. But again, this part of the head, same as Krynn, bottom part here. The next unique thing is the claw. The claw is unique. From here down, this is the exact same arm as Krynn, but then you have a unique hand here. This unique hand, which I can pop off very easily in a good way, has where it has jointed fingers, and you can, like, just look at that sculpt. You can see the terrible long fingernails underneath there. This, I would say, almost semi Freddy Krueger claw. I mean, really, it's in the wheelhouse. It's articulated. It moves around just enough. It's a couple like if it had a few, if it had like a joint right here, it would be almost as articulated as the Warhammer 40k Horus claw he has, and that's pretty crazy. And again, this figure is $29.99 if it was in stock right now at 5kToys, but again, 2-pack, it's looking like it's really worth it. And the rust on there is great. That's good rust right there. That's a good rust. I love the springs. I love it. Again, this is, for me, very reminiscent of Freddy Krueger there, and just nothing good is happening from this claw. It's super detailed. But that should be about all the unique parts for Kraden here. Let's move on to Krynn. And here's Krynn. Again, same kind of thing where he has that great sculpt for the hand that has where he can just hold that candy cane, just, ominously, kind of oddly, in fact. Also, he could just hold the knife that you think, I mean, like, it can also be a weapon, but also be like, ho, 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 you tried to stab me with a butcher knife, and it didn't work. Yeah, it's really good there. Also, again, with that butcher knife, it should fit, popping off this hand, which, again, it wasn't easy, but it was firm. It felt correct. I'll put it in this way and twist it, because I think it'll have where it is, again, it is molded just right, where it just kind of pops in there, where this hand is made for it. That thumb has, like, it even has, like, the little detent, well, not detent, but the little indentation for where the knife goes in there. And it just looks more, it's more artsy than toy with it. I like that. And again, like, looking a little bit closer, I can see the wood grain on the handle. This is dope. And also, again, with this one, it is easy to pop the hands in there, take it, twist it, pop it. I didn't need to do any kind of heat with it. It's on there. It's there. The next unique piece for him is his antlers. Let me pull these off to the side here. And I can't remember if I showed it on Kraden, where the helmet, like, itself, well, the crown itself has where it pops in, just like his fun hat right there, which is the exact same hat that Kraden has. We'll pop. Boom. Now he has the, I'm going to call it the Krampus crown, because it's what it feels like. And he has the same easy to pop in antlers. They have where they are a unique sculpt to him, but the same antler for left and right. No indentations, no difference that looks like it. They have where they're that kind of sculpt where it's like, hey, this could be left or right. And I appreciate that because you know what? Sometimes you get tired of going like, is this the left foot? Is this the right foot? Is this the front face? Is this the back face? Just sometimes it's good to have where things just are what they are. Now, with his head, it's unique because it has this bottom jaw here that has where it has that kind of like licking odd tongue. Get a little close in there. It again has where it's weird and odd, but from here up, it's the same head, different jaw, and I think I'm willing to bet, and I'm gonna pull this thing off right now, that this jaw has where it has a key to it too, and it has the same key, and I'm betting again that I can pop this in here like the other one. So this is yep, the exact same, and we're gonna see how this looks with the that's how it looks right there. I do wish again, and I'm gonna get to it in the end there, that this was just one figure and not two, because it's something where this is two figures instead of one. Just saying. And you can just pop these together and leave them together, pop them in stuff. It's a little bit easier. A little bit. But I'll pop his closed mouth in here. There. And the next unique part, again, is this bear trap claw. Because also, this is the same hand, same arm as Kraden on Krynn. Now, Krynn's has where it is a bear trap. The bear trap is big, dirty, very, you know what? It reminds me of Saw. You know, it's well used. It's got those dirty springs on there. It opens up all the way further than what was that? Let's see here, 90. If it goes up further, it can go that far open. That's a lot going on there. But then also you can take this chain, it has a ball joint on there. You have to pop this ball joint out. If I can do it real quick, it shouldn't be hard. Let's see, roll, and there we go. That ball joint's out. I pop in this ball joint. A little twisty little turn, not too much. Again, like this is a harder plastic, so I didn't feel like I was gonna like break this, which is nice. I enjoy not feeling like I'm gonna break something, having a sturdy thing. And then you have a bear trap on a chain here, so you can like latch it onto another figure and stuff like that. I'm gonna say the Big Bad Toy Store Fresh Monkey Fiction Naughty or Nice Children might be great fodder for the Krynn and Kraden demonic Krampus figures here. These might be the perfect pairing for those, because these are oof, and they need some slaughter fodder. Let's just say that, and those would be perfect, I think, in my opinion. But this is the unique part, and it has where it looks really good. Just a little closer look here. The presents, again, all four presents are the same mold there, you know, crumpled, stuff like that. They're solid, don't open. But I think you could use these for some photography, some scenes, stuff like that. You know, dios, things like that. Again, gross purple sock. That's all the unique pieces. So let's get into looking at one of these figures and just everything that's actually shared. So not only do they, you know, share this complete body here. This complete body is the exact same on Kraden and Krynn. This is the Kraden colorway. This is all that's shared. Now, you should be able to easily pull off both the left. Let's see here. Oh, come on. Come on. Come pop off. Come pop off. This, woo! Woof. Yeah, I didn't heat that up at all. It has where it's a rather long peg there. I have knocked my light for a loop almost there. But pull them off here. A little twist, a little pull. Satisfying pop, honestly. And you can take off this coat. And again, this is soft plastic, and it has where it's good. Like, that's solid. That's a solid piece of plastic right there. A little rubber. And you can take and pull off the sleeves. And again, it doesn't feel bad. It feels good to push it on there, pull it off. It doesn't feel odd. Again, good solid pieces, thick plastic, and it has where like everything's sculpted just so it falls and sits. I thought it was gonna fall off the table. Falls and sits just right. It doesn't look awkward. There we go. I'll pop you back in. Let's see how this goes. Socket, peg. Go ahead and say there's no butterflies on this. Butterfly joints. There we go. A little twist, a little push. There we go. Yeah. I like the design for him. I like that basic body they have where they reused it. Let's go over articulation. This is a double ball for the head. It's fairly decent. He doesn't have the beard on, but I mean, like right now he can look, left and right, looking for who is naughty and nice. That works. Again, no butterflies there. Hinges go up so far, twist around all the way. He has hinges the elbow. With sculpted detail, they are a little limited, but let's see if I can twist it just right and see. It's almost a 90. You can swivel at that elbow, and then you get to the ball joint for his weapon arm. And it's got a little wiggle in there for him. It is the terrible claw, which also has where it's a double ball in there. And so is Krynn's bear trap. Same kind of setup there. So it should have the same kind of movement for that double ball once you put it in there. And like the size of it, it has where you can get some attitude, some creepy down hand gesture there. It works. The same is said for over here. Again, it's like a unique sculpt as well. But again, it has where it's like, like you're getting like almost a 90 double ball for the hand. You have a ball at the top of the torso there. And it's, you can go so far forward, go more back. Nothing too crazy, nothing bad at all. Ball joint at the hips there. A little, just a little to the sides and sides. A little to the front. Honestly, a lot more to the back. Crazy looking belt. Again, like the weathering and like the wash on there really adds to it. Ball joint at the hips. No kind of like hinge twist there. What you can like wiggle out of the ball joint at the top there is like what you're going to get. Little Van Damme split there. Not too crazy. Hinges at the knee. Go back so far. Again, like unique sculpts. Let's see what's going on there. Back so far there. Again, you can twist at the knee as well. Gets down to, this is one heel. This is the heel of the shoe foot hoof there. And it has a peg hole right there. I don't know if that fits like a NECA stand or what, but usually things fit that. Hinge so far forward. Hinge so far back, where it actually has his foot sitting in the busted boot. So that's a lot of range. That's a lot of range. And that's on both of these bodies broken down to like the basics there. The only difference would be like what kind of jaw they have going on there. Pretty dope. But let's run on to comparisons. And here's Kraden and Krynn with just about everything, but especially the Big Bad Toy Store, Fresh Monkey Fiction, Naughty or Nice, Standard Santa, just to kind of do that, difference there. Mythic Legion, 5kToys, Zerzay Studios, a big old troll, Hero Toys, Diablo, just stuff I had laying around because these guys, they're a good size. They're rather large there. I do have a Tracksuit Mafia figure, of course. And there's your standard Marvel Legend kind of size. Ooh, we can't. There we go. So again, this figure had where it came out into 2023, beginning of 2024, around that time period or so. I'm not checking exactly when, but that's around when it was solicited. That's when it got into people's hands. It was about $100 to get both of these guys. So $49.99 each, which again is not a bad price at all. But what got me to cancel and just kind of give up that pre-order on 5kToys is there was two different figures and there was one figure that I wanted. I personally preferred the color scheme for Kraden here, and he had the claw, but I mean, like, that bear trap's super cool. That chain thing is super cool. Having that normal, semi-normal mouth kind of has where it would add to what you could do with this figure. And I feel like splitting off these unique pieces is what hurt the sales of this figure, and is why it's on 5kToys right now for a 2-pack of both these figures for $49.99. Heck, if they had done this one right here, say had done it for $69.99, and it had everything you wanted there, it's 20 extra bucks. That's almost half the cost of the standard figure at the standard price. This would have been great. And you could have done like, hey, you pre-order it, you get the Krampus crown. So then like the whole thing is there. You got all of it. You got a smattering of candy canes. You got two of the presents, the axe, the butcher knife, two different like antler things going on there. Heck, you know what? Even throw in the oddly stiff purple sock, added value, and the little thing of garland, bulbs, stars, whatever. Just this right here, if this was $69.99 and this is what they had solicited to begin with, instead of giving me an alternate color scheme to try to get the parts that I want to this figure to have in a color scheme that I'm not too thrilled about, like it's not like popping, it's not hitting that like, hey, this is, you know, evil Santa or evil Krampus kind of like masquerading as Santa look. But I think the 2-pack right now is totally worth it. This figure's solid. It has all the parts I want for the price I'm willing to pay a year later. But tell me what you think down in the comments below. And also, if you were in any of this cold mess right now, because I know Mississippi doesn't have the worst of it, honestly. It's bad for us. We're not used to it. But some people are in like -1. They are measuring their snow in feet, not inches. I hope you all are doing okay and making it through this. And I hope this video, takes your mind off a little bit. But tell me what you think down in the comments below. Will you pick this figure up now that it's basically half price? Are you interested in it even though it's after Christmas? Because with me, after Christmas, I kind of fall out of picking up seasonal things when it's not in the season, except for Halloween. But this is scary. This is creepy. It fell into my wheelhouse there, so I had to pick it up. But let me know down in the comments below. Again, thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video. Later, guys.